They say you can hear him coughing before you see him. When I signed up for the Desert SR unit, search and rescue, I thought I was prepared. I'd done mountains, forests, flash floods. But the desert isn't just a place. It's something alive. And some places don't want to be found. Like Dead Man's Canyon. 3 days ago, we got a distress ping from a hiker's GPS unit. Last known location deep in an off-grid gorge. No trails, no landmarks. Just heat and stone. I was partnered with Morales, a guy who didn't scare easy. We choppered in and hiked 5 hours through silence so thick it buzzed in your ears. No wind, no birds, not even flies. We found the guy's tent shredded, half buried in sand. His boots were still inside. No blood, just drag marks, deep and uneven, like someone crawling or being pulled. We followed them into the canyon. That's when I heard it, a dry, raspy cough. I looked at Morales. He'd heard it too. We radioed command. No response, static only. The coughing got closer. We aimed our flashlights at the crevice ahead. Nothing. Then Morales shined his light upward. There, clinging to the canyon wall like some godforsaken spider, was a man, or what used to be one. Gaunt, cracked lips, eyes like empty sockets. He fell, except he didn't hit the ground. He vanished into the sand, which swallowed him like water. Morales screamed, turned to help, but he was gone. The ground beneath him caved in like a sinkhole. I ran, made it back to the LZ just after sunrise. The chopper picked me up. They told me the GPS distress signal we'd tracked. It had stopped transmitting 5 years ago. I still wake up to that cough, dry, close, closer than it should be. And last week, a new signal came in. Same canyon, same ID number. This time, they want me to go alone. I've started hearing things even in my apartment. Scratching under the floor, cough from the closet. My phone rings at 3:17 a.m. every night, but there's no one there. Just static. Sometimes I think I see sand in the corners of my room, piling up slowly. I haven't answered the call yet, but I know that eventually I will. If you ever drive through Arizona Route 9 at night, don't stop at mile marker 311. I was driving a long-haul freight truck, 3 states in 4 days. No sleep, just caffeine and podcasts. My GPS glitched a few miles past the Nevada border. It rerouted me through a desert detour I didn't recognize. That's where I passed it, a rusted green sign, MM311. The air changed, the sky dimmed, though it was barely 3 p.m. Then, a girl stepped into the road. I braked hard, tires skidding on gravel. I jumped out yelling, but there was no one, just heat and stillness. I checked under the truck. Nothing. I walked the road. Nothing. But I kept hearing a faint knocking, like someone tapping on glass. It came from inside the trailer. I unlocked it, flashlight in hand. Empty. I slammed the door and turned. The girl was standing beside my cab. Pale, hair soaked in what looked like motor oil. Her mouth opened and stayed open, wider than humanly possible. No sound, just silence so loud it shook my teeth. I didn't get back in the truck. I just ran. An hour later, a patrol found me wandering by the highway, dehydrated and raving. My truck, never found. No records of the cargo manifest. No sign I'd ever been scheduled on Route 9. But last week, someone posted a photo on a trucker's forum. An abandoned trailer near mile marker 311. You can barely see it, but if you zoom in on the side mirror, there's a girl watching, And sometimes when I drive past lonely highways now, I see mile markers that shouldn't be there. Numbers scratched into stone. 311, 312, 313. Each one closer than the last. She shows up in my mirrors too. Always in the back seat. Just a glimpse. Never moving. I've stopped driving at night. Last night I woke up to headlights in my window. My truck's old horn. But I sold it years ago. I think she's getting closer. In 1996, the military conducted a classified terrain survey in a remote part of the Mojave. I wasn't supposed to know that, but I found the old report while scanning archives for my dissertation on abandoned sites. The location was redacted, but I cross-referenced flight logs, supply chains, and got a match. I shouldn't have gone. I took a drone, water, and enough gear for 2 nights. When I arrived, the first thing I noticed was the silence. No echoes. Even the crunch of boots on gravel sounded muffled. Then came the bones. First, scattered. Animal, maybe, but too white, too clean. Then, arranged in shapes, circles, spirals, lines pointing east. I set up camp far from them, but the next morning, they were all around my tent. Same bones, same patterns. I packed up to leave. My drone footage was gone, replaced by static. Then I saw the figure, a man in desert fatigues, standing motionless on a ridge. I waved. He didn't move. I shouted. Nothing. When I got close, he was gone. Just a pair of footprints leading into a dry arroyo. That night, the air turned cold. I awoke to a clattering, bones sliding together like they were moving. The next morning, my compass spun in circles. My watch stopped. I had to use the sun to navigate back. I barely made it to the road. My water was gone. The only thing left in my pack was a human finger bone, placed neatly on top. The military report I found. It had one final line. Do not return. Site exhibits bone memory phenomenon. Unknown origin. I believe it now, because every month, on the same day, I receive a small package. Inside, a bone I haven't seen before, and each one fits perfectly into a growing skeleton I never built, but now keep hidden under my bed. It's almost finished. And last night, I swear I heard it breathing,